Morning. This is our stop that we had last night, which is just up above Gothenburg. So we've parked here, which is in the woods. We've got a companion there. It's a cracking camper van, that. Anyway, this was our stop for the night. It was nice and quiet and peaceful. We've got a call at a place called Biltema, which is a shop. I think it's like a homewares kind of a shop, possibly a B&Q-ish, that type thing. We need a battery, so we're looking for one of them little tiny penny battery type things. It links into our if anybody nicks the van, we've got like a key fob, so when the key fob's not in the van, if the van moves, it tells us, and the battery's died on that, so we need a new one of them, and we didn't put any spares in, so we're going there first, and then we'll be onwards and upwards working our way towards Stavanger. We won't get that far, we'll get somewhere near Kristiansand today, I think. Just crossing now from Sweden into Norway. Sweden's pretty, when you're travelling on, well, this road in particular, it's pretty uneventful. It's a bit like driving on the M1 without as much traffic. But we are crossing now, which is in effect the border, so we're just coming into Norway. So, Norge. We'll be getting our first ferry soon.
First of many.
Yeah, first of many. Nothing to declare and that all right, so we'll see what we have to do. I can't remember when we travelled through Sweden into Norway last time. I think we took a bit of a back route, didn't we?
Don't know. We went to Oslo.
Yeah, I'm sure we did.
We went to Oslo.
In 300 meters, take exit 1 Lancastriset towards Sponvikaien, Primera Fylkesvei
I
118.
need you to tell one.
Oh.
We've just got on our first ferry. That's a place called Moss, which we're just leaving now. And I think we head for a place called Horsens, I think we call it. So it's only an hour's trip, but you forget how efficient these ferries are. I mean, we have the auto pass, which A, gives us discount, and B, you don't have to stop and pay, you just drive straight on, and it's unbelievable how quick a system it actually is. So, what? Anyway, let's leave it. We're off over that side somewhere. It's about an hour in total, that's all. It's a cold day. Well, there you go, that's the other side. I can't remember what they actually call the other side. Horsens or Horsens, what they call it. Moss is where we've left.
So yeah.
Look think Christine's about to have a look on her phone now. Horton. So I was nearly right. I must admit, it so impresses me how slick an operation it is with these ferries across the fjords and that. It's just, well, quite a dull and dark day today, so I don't think we're going to get some of the weathers that we've had before. Anyway, back down to the vehicle. So we pretty much walk the length of the ship. You get tea and coffee and stuff like that on board.
Yep.
Okay. Right, we're obviously we're travelling down the road now. Just to give you an idea as how difficult it can be on the toll roads if you're not careful. What we're on at the minute is a toll road. You go so far and it charges you a toll, and you go so far and it charges you. And it works, this works off what is number plate recognition, or a lot of them do. So there's nowhere to stop and pay for a toll. Now, I think we've got one coming up in the next couple of miles or so. I'll give you some idea. Now we have, well, it's called Skytle Pass, but the actual company, Skytle, what they do is they're linked to what's called Autopass. Autopass is owned by the government, and that's who do the charges for a lot of the ferries and the road tolls. So you need to do things and pay through them. Now if you don't set that up before you come, you will have to pay for that at some point, and you will pay through the nose for that. So in other words, it'll cost
After
more
2.5 kilometers, pass through the toll gate.
It's worth setting up. We use Skytle, there's several other ones on there. You stick it in your windscreen and you don't stop at tolls, you just drive through them, and it automatically goes to our account, and then does it pay automatically?
No, not that one. The invoice.
So what will happen is we'll get an invoice, and then Christine will pay that. But you can set it up to automatically pay if you want. The easiest thing to do, it's the easiest thing in the world to do this. Plus it's quicker as well. So we're about to come up to a toll in a moment. There's a sign coming up on the right hand side, tells you how much the toll's going to be. So toll for us, vehicles over 3.5 tonne is 13.
After 600 meters, pass through the toll gate.
An 8 kroner is about 60.
Pass through the toll gate.
So this is the toll gate. So where these cameras are overhanging on the road, what we're coming up to now, this is number plate recognition. So it reads your number plate, and then from there, that vehicle is then charged for using this road, which at the moment is, for us, is 8 kroner, which is not a lot, but they can soon add up when you're just doing.
After 2.5 kilometers, pass through the toll gate.
So he's telling us about what coming up soon. That's not on all roads of Norway, but they do tend to have in Norway this auto pass system. So if you're not careful, your billing will go to whoever or wherever the vehicle's registered. We've just stopped at the Loos. I can tell you, although we didn't realise just how frozen it's getting. Look at the lake. So we're definitely getting colder now. There's definitely ice about. It's quite slippy on here. Let's put that back in the window again if we can. There we go. We've got another cracked windscreen. Somebody's just flicked a chip up at the at our windscreen, and it's cracked it. So
Yes,
looks like we've got that to sort out.
Does your head in?